Every game begins the same way.
Before we dive into the latest and exclusive news from Birdland, which might be the most important of this offseason, I want to ask you, the backbone of Orioles Fan Central, to do what you do best. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. You know I bring the most detailed, reliable, and straight-to-the-point information about the O's, and this offseason promises to be crucial. Don't miss any internal insight you only find here. Hello, Birdland. This is your Orioles Fan Central, and the wait is killing us, but the back rooms are buzzing more than downtown Baltimore on a game day. We're 172 days away from the next opening day, and while the MLB playoffs heat up, and yes, a Yankees 2-0 deficit would be a dream scenario for us, the O's, what truly matters is what Mike Elias is cooking for this offseason. And my friends, the aroma is that of an elite starting pitcher. The word resonating through the internal corridors is clear and direct. The Orioles cannot repeat last winter's mistakes. Acquiring quality starting pitching is not an option. It is a strategic urgency. We all saw the cracks that formed under the team this year, and they were, in large part, on the starting mound. Signings like Ramon Laureano, Andrew Kittredge, and Tomoyuki Sugano, even if some were decent or even good, were cheap band-aids on a wound that needed surgery. The collective impact was insufficient to sustain the team when we needed it most. The name that keeps popping up in all informal conversations with sources connected to the organization is Dylan Cease. He's not just a fan wish. He is a priority on Mike Elias's trade target list. Why? Because he fills the ace void that has plagued the staff for years. Cease, with his strikeout potential and elite velocity control, represents the type of decisive move I've been advocating for here, the kind that transforms the rotation. But there is a dilemma around a Cease negotiation. The White Sox are asking an astronomical price, and rightly so. They want top-tier farm system talent, and we, the O's, are rich in prospects. Elias has always been reluctant to decapitalize the farm, but this is the time to make a painful but necessary business decision. If the Orioles want to be true contenders and not just a short-lived playoff team, they need to trade some of those prospects who are still years away for now, for an established star like Cease. The hesitation in hiring a new manager, which we hope doesn't drag on until the end of the playoffs, as happened with the Rangers hiring Skip Shoemaker after Bruce Bochy's departure, is a sign that troubles me. We cannot afford to waste crucial off-season time waiting for candidates on teams deep in the postseason if it means missing out on the best available pitchers in the free agent or trade market. We need speed and aggressiveness in negotiations, the opposite of what Dan Duquette used to do by waiting for last-minute cheap deals. The insight I have is this: Elias has an opportunity window that won't open again soon. The young core, Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Holliday, is entering the peak of their pre-arbitration contracts, making them highly valuable and financially affordable. Now is the time to invest heavily in pitching. The cost of Cease might be high in prospects, but the value of the championship he can bring is incalculable. Data from his 2022 season, where he was a Cy Young finalist with a 2.20 ERA and 227 strikeouts, shows the dominant ace potential we are seeking. Other options are being considered, of course. Camden Chat mentioned Michael King as a potential target, a swingman pitcher who can bring depth and quality. But my friends, King is a depth upgrade. Cease is a transformational upgrade. The difference is immense. We need a guaranteed impact player, a number one who sets the tone for the rotation. For me, the strategy must be two-phased. Grab Cease via trade, and then sign a solid mid-rotation starter in free agency. That's how you build a World Series champion team. Sticking only with King or similarly profiled players is signing off on the rotation mediocrity we saw this year. The impact of this decision for the O's will be immediate and profound. If Elias gets Cease, the morale of the team and Birdland will skyrocket. It will be a clear sign of intent that the rebuild is over and the time is now. The recent trend of World Series winning teams is to have at least two established aces at the top of their rotation. We have the offense and the defense. Cease would give us the missing piece in the title puzzle. Timing is everything in baseball, and inertia now would be the Orioles' greatest enemy. My informed analysis, based on front office insights, is that the window to acquire Cease is finite. Other contenders are watching, and the demand for elite pitchers only increases. If Mike Elias continues to hesitate, fearing to deplete the farm system, which is the deepest in baseball, we run the risk of seeing one of our main targets go to an American League rival. Imagine Cease in the Blue Jays or Rays rotation. That is Birdland's nightmare. We are talking about a statistical leap in quality. The collective ERA of our starting staff this year was a notorious weakness, and adding a top-tier arm like Cease not only improves overall performance, but also alleviates the pressure on young starters like Grayson Rodriguez and Kyle Bradish. They could develop without the pressure of being the ace immediately. That is smart development. My confidence in Mike Elias is high, but this is the ultimate test of his management. He has proven to be a master at talent accumulation. Now, he needs to prove he is a master builder of championships. And championships are not bought with prospects. They are won with established big league players who make a difference now. The decision is more than just a trade. It is a statement of intent to the entire baseball world. For me, the argument is grounded in specific data and the clear trend of modern baseball. You cannot win without elite pitching. Look at the success of the teams that advanced. They all have depth and premium quality in their rotation. We cannot rely on all our young pitchers exploding at the same time. The security of having Cease at the top of the rotation is an invaluable asset. The urgency for the Orioles to acquire an ace is real, and Dylan Cease is the primary and most transformative target. Mike Elias's hesitation to deplete the farm cannot prevent a move that is crucial to securing a World Series title shot. The time to act decisively is now. Birdland, I want your opinion. If we had to give up a top 5 prospect, think Holiday, Mayo, or Cowser, to secure Dylan Cease and solve our ace problem for years, would you make that trade? What do you prefer, holding on to the farm or securing the ace for the 2026 championship? Leave your comment below and let's debate this like the O's family we are. Subscribe and hit the bell for the next update. When the Orioles front office makes the move, you'll be the first to know and analyze it here on Orioles Fan Central. Let's go, O's!